I did everything right. Advanced degree, corporate career, years building skills in marketing, communications, branding, and strategy. I had the remote job, the salary, the promotions, the performance reviews, the equity, and the six-figure compensation package that I was told meant I'd made it. And for a long time, I believed that was enough. I believed that doing the work, building the skills, showing up consistently, earning the credentials, I believed that combination was a form of protection. That if I kept stacking achievements, I'd be safe. Then one Wednesday morning at 8:57, I got a meeting request from my CEO and HR starting in 3 minutes. I was on the treadmill watching the traders. The irony, right? I got off the treadmill, I rushed into my office, still in my workout clothes. I sat down at my desk, and before the meeting even started, I already knew what it was, because you always know. There's something specific about a 3-minute warning with your CEO and HR that your body understands before your brain even finishes processing it. It's a kind of certainty that settles in before the words even arrive. The call was professional. It was even kind. My role was being eliminated. It wasn't performance related. I was a valued employee, and
thank you for your contributions. Your last day is effective immediately.
After I hung up, I sat in my house and felt everything all at once. Fear, relief, anger, confusion, and underneath all of it was this very clear, very quiet realization. I had spent years building incredible value for companies without building nearly enough ownership for myself. And a lot of women carry this same awareness somewhere deep down, even when they can't quite put words to it. Because the truth is this, your job was never meant to be your only plan. If you're new here, my name is Nik Scott. I'm the founder of Her Income Edit, and I spent years in corporate marketing and communications, and now I help women build income streams from the skills they already have. And what I just said about your job not being your only plan, that's not theory for me. That's the lesson I had to learn the hard way. Now I want to say something very carefully here, because context matters. This is not anti-job content. I'm not telling you to quit your job tomorrow. I'm not romanticizing entrepreneurship, and I'm not going to pretend that building income online is easy or simple or guaranteed. I've been building online since 2008, and I can tell you straight up, none of those things are true. But we do need to be more honest about something that most women never say out loud. A paycheck is not the same thing as financial safety. When every dollar you earn depends on one company, one role, one leadership team, one market condition, one reorganization you had no part in making, you are financially vulnerable no matter how accomplished you are. And most women already know this. That's why so many of us end up late at night searching things like
how to make extra income,
or
how to monetize my skills,
or
how to start an online business.
It's not because we all secretly want to become influencers, but it's because we know we want options. We want breathing room. We want to know that if something changes tomorrow, our entire financial future doesn't disappear with it. Because multiple streams of income, they're not a luxury anymore, y'all. They're protection. And one of the biggest lies that high achieving women absorb is this idea that if you work hard enough, become credentialed enough, stay loyal enough, valuable enough, that you'll eventually be safe. I believe that. I was promoted twice in 3 years. I earned raises consistently. I built campaigns that moved numbers, y'all. I helped grow their social media following from around 9,000 to over 40,000. I generated millions of impressions. I ran a webinar campaign that produced over $1 million in incremental revenue. That's a direct, traceable, 7-figure contribution to that business. And guess what? None of that stopped that meeting invite from happening. And that realization, it changed the way I think about work forever. Because the problem was never that I lacked value. The problem was that most of the value I was creating went directly to someone else's bottom line and not mine. So after the layoff, something shifted for me. It wasn't overnight confidence or some dramatic transformation. It was just a very clear kind of of clarity that I hadn't had before. I realized I didn't need another degree or another certification or another business idea. I realized I needed to build ownership around the skills I already had. That was it. That was the whole shift for me. And once I understood that, I started looking at my entire professional history completely different. Because for years, people had been coming to me with questions about branding, marketing, communication, content strategy, positioning, and online businesses. It was friends, coworkers, former colleagues, family members. And here's the thing, I would spend 30, 40, and sometimes 60 minutes helping them think something through, and I would walk away feeling good about it because I was being useful. And never once did I stop to ask why people kept seeking me out for this thing. I thought I was just being helpful. But what I had was demand. Real, consistent, unprompted demand from people who were ready to invest in solving the exact problems I already knew how to solve. But nobody had ever taught me how to turn that demand into an income stream I own. So that realization became the entire foundation for Her Income Edit. Her Income Edit is not about becoming internet famous. We're not about hustle culture. We're not telling you that you can quit your job in 30 days. It has nothing to do with all these passive income fantasies. It's about helping you build strategic income streams from the skills you already have. Because I truly believe there are women everywhere who are sitting on valuable knowledge, experience, and the ability to create meaningful transformation for other women. And these women, they simply have never been shown how to package that into something that they can sell. And coaching and consulting are some of the most accessible places to start. Not because everyone needs to become a coach forever, but because it's one of the fastest paths from,
I think I could help people.
to,
I have paying clients.
you don't need a massive social media audience. You don't need years of content creation. And there is no going viral necessary. All you need is a skill, structure, and the ability to solve one problem for one person. And here's what I want you to understand. You're probably closer to your next income stream than you think. Your skills are not random. The thing people constantly ask you for help with, the thing you've normalized because it comes so naturally, the thing you've spent years developing, that right there might be your leverage. It might be your backup plan, your ownership. It might be your next income stream. And what keeps most high achieving women stuck is the belief that they need to start over entirely. You believe you need a new industry, a new degree, a new identity, or a new idea. But the answer is usually sitting inside what you already know. Because the goal here isn't just making extra money. The goal is freedom. Freedom to make a decision from places of alignment instead of fear. Freedom to leave environments that no longer serve you. Freedom to build something that belongs to you. And it's about fulfillment. Because I know what it feels like to look successful on paper and still feel disconnected from your own work. I had the salary, the title, the promotions, the benefits, and I still felt like something important was missing. Because achievement and alignment are not the same thing. And a lot of women are low-key craving both. So if you've been feeling the awareness that your job isn't the same thing as safety, or if you've been wondering whether the skills and experience you already have could become something more, you are exactly in the right place. Because you're not starting from zero. You're starting from everything you've already built. So in the next video, I want to show you why you probably don't need another business idea. What you need is to learn how to monetize what you already know. Okay? I'll see you there.